Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. As you guys could tell by the title of this video is going to be about why do people look up to you? Okay, so pile number one, you're going to be the tiger's eye crystal. Pile number two, you're going to be the citrine crystal. And pile number three, you're going to be the aquamarine crystal. Okay? So meditate on the pile or the crystal that you feel most drawn to. And you could pause this video if you must, and you'll be able to find the timestamp in the description box below. And I'll see you at your pile. Hi Pawan, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. So pal number one, you picked the tiger's eye crystal. So this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this, guys, is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started. So starting from the left to the right, we have the Muse Tarot deck. The middle one is the Psychic Tarot. And the one on the far right is the Crystal Tarot. Okay? So why do people look up to you, my pal number one? Why do people look up to you? Sorry, guys. I've tried blowing on it, but the sage is stubborn. Okay, let's get started. My pal number one. Why do people look up to you, my pal number one? Why do people look up to you? Why do people look up to you, my pal number one? Okay. Why do people look up to you, my pal number one? Ooh, okay. So we have the two swords, the wheel of fortune, strength here, Leo energy, and then Empress, Taurus, and Libra energy, and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting here is the reason why people look up to you, my pal number one, is your ability to make up your mind and make up a decision and stick with it, okay? Because I see the two of swords here, but eventually, like, let's say if you're caught up between two decisions where you're not sure where to go, you're able to take a leap of faith and go with the choice that like resonates with your soul, and you always come out on top. The wheel always turn into your favor because the wheel of fortune is upright. We have the strength here, which is Leo energy. I feel like another reason why people look up to you is your inner strength, like how you're able to handle like some tough battle, some tough like adversity in life and still like come out beautiful like the Empress. And in order to be Empress status, you had to go through some tremendous like battles where you had to face like basically like activate the four queens like energy into you. So basically the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you pretty much had to go through some trials and tribulation in order to become the Empress. So people look up to you because your power to manifest things into existence, it comes to you naturally. And you have like an elegance and a flair to you where like you're beautiful on the outside and on the inside, so it shines out. And also your inner strength is something that people really look up to, how you're able to just keep going no matter what happens to you in life. You never, like, you get knocked down, you get back up. It doesn't matter if you got knocked down 8 times, you're gonna get up 9, okay, 9 times, okay, you're always gonna get back up. Also, you're they look up to you because you're an example. Like, I feel like your family home life is like ideal, okay? Or if it's not like there yet, you're working towards that. And people look up to the way that you are like very family oriented. You're like working towards your financial stability, because we have the 10 of Pentacles. Either you are financially stable already, or you're working towards that. And people are looking up to your work ethics, because in order to get to the 10 of Pentacles, you have to like have like really good work ethics. You have to be able to save up money. You also like, I'm also getting like somebody that knows how to invest in order to create more streams of incomes. Maybe you have more than one stream of income. Like maybe you might have like a regular 9 to 5 job, but you other like you do like side hustles, or like, you know, you probably have like your own channel as well, and you do like creative things. You have a creative way of making money, and like people look up to you because they want to emulate you. Why do people look up to my pal number one? Oh, okay. So we have the 5 of Swords, the World, King of Swords, and the Moon. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that like you know how to pick your battles. You know when to say what you got to say, and you know when it's just time to be quiet, okay? So you have a lot of wisdom here. And people also look up to your intellect, the way you articulate yourself, the way you put your ideas and your thoughts in words, and like and communicate it to people. So like I said, you see the World is here. I feel like, because I was getting that you have like some type of platform where people could see you from like not only locally but like globally, because we have the World here. So this is why I was getting like either like you have like a large following, people like I don't know why I'm always getting TikTok. Like TikTok is like the main thing, not Instagram, not Facebook. It's always like TikTok. So I feel like some of you are like really gaining a big following on TikTok, and like people really look up to you, how like you're gaining your following, how your work ethics, like maybe the way you post, you probably post like really great content, like creative content. And also the way you're like, we have the Empress here, so I mean the Moon here, which is like Pisces Cancer energy. I feel like you're also somebody who doesn't like show your like everything about you. You have like some kind of like a mystery to you, where you like, yes, you do show your life. You're open with your fans, and you're open with your subscribers, but you also keep some stuff to yourself. Like you don't show everything about your life online. And I feel like people look up to that, because like in this day and age, a lot of people like they just post anything online, and you know the power of privacy. You know the power of like, you know, like not saying everything, right? Just, it's not like that you're trying to be shady or trying to like be sneaky, but it's just like certain things are not meant for the internet, and you understand that, and that's why people look up to you. You know, that's why I say you know how to pick your battles. There's certain things, like let's say somebody says some like mean things to you online. You know that, okay, should I reply, or is it even worth replying? Like this person, like they're just like an internet thug. Like you're not gonna respond to people like that. And like other people that follow you, they look up to that, because like this is something that they could emulate. They see how you handle conflict, and you handle I feel like when you handle conflict, you handle conflict in a professional way, in a professional manner, where you don't let your emotions get the best of you, and people look up to you for that. Why do people look up to my pal number one, Spirit? Why do people? So we have the High Priestess. So Cancer energy, the Knight of Pentacles. That's too many cards. 2 more, please. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups. 1 more. There were too many cards that came out. Okay. So the main signs that I see here is Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, and Leo, okay? You don't have to be those signs, but these are the signs that are like predominantly here. So we have the High Priestess, your intuition, the Knight of Pentacles, your work ethics, Six of Cups, the way you relate to people, okay? People could relate to you. This is why they look up to you. You, like, I feel like you're real, you're authentic. And people relate to authenticity. You know, people that are real, that are being themselves, that show that they're actually human, that they make mistakes. You know, like, I don't, like I said, I don't feel like you say everything online, but you're pretty like real. Like, you don't pretend to be something that you're not. And we have the Seven of Wands here. So like I said, you know how to pick your battles. You stand your ground. You don't let people bully you. You're not a bully. I'm not getting that you're a bully here, or that you try to attack people. You're not like that. Like I said, you're very professional, and you know how to handle conflict, and your conflict resolution is really like something that people look up to. Like, even like people at work, like your boss and your managers, they look up to you. Like, they really love that about you. That's one of the traits that they like about you, how you resolve conflict in a professional manner. You always come up with great solutions, like creative solutions, like I said. And like, just the way you do certain things is just really like, you have a lot of like, I'm getting like leadership qualities, because we have Leo here. Like, Leo like to be a leader as well. They like to, and also they have really good work ethics, okay? Because they like to do things like in a great way, a great fashion, and they're very flamboyant, okay? So I'm getting like, you have a really beautiful style, and people look up to that as well. Like, your sense of fashion, I really feel like you dress well. Okay, whoever picked pile number one, like, you have your sense of fashion, people look up to that as well. Okay, whether male or female here, people look up to you, the way you dress. They try, like I said, people try to emulate you. Like, you are like I said, they look up to you, but you're an example of what they want to accomplish in life. Like, things that you have accomplished, like, you're basically paving the way for other people that look up to you. So now they have a map of what they need to do in order to get to that position as well. That's what I'm getting. Because like I said, your work ethics, the Knight of Pentacle is somebody that is like, takes their time. They're slow, but they're steady. But also their work ethic is impeccable. They like, because they always do the same thing, but they do it well. They don't just do it sloppy. They pay attention to details, because that's Taurus energy. We have Taurus twice. Sorry. So this is what I'm getting. Like, your work ethic, the way you work, people really look up to that. The way you deliver your services, or whatever it is, that wherever you work at, it doesn't matter where you work, your work ethics doesn't change. Why do people look up to my pal number one? Ooh, Queen of Wands. Didn't I say your style, the way you look? Seven of Wands. You see, you know how to stand up for yourself. You know, like, when to hold back, because you have like I said, you don't show your full hand. Like, you know how to, you probably I don't know why I'm getting like, you have a poker face. Like, you're probably really good at poker. Maybe you do play poker, but like, people can never tell like what's your next move, and people like that because you move in silence. So this is something like, I'm really getting like, the way you move, it's like really I don't know why I'm getting militant. Maybe some of you are kids that, like, maybe your parents were in the military. That's for some of you here that I'm getting that. So like, yeah, the way you and you're exciting, you're good news, okay? Like, I'm getting like, because the Page of Pentacles is here. So Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's your style. Your style is like very appealing, whether male or female here. People really like your style. They look up to you. Like, your sense of fashion, like, I feel like you're a trendsetter. Like, people follow your style, your sense of style. Like, when you post pictures, I feel like some of you like to dress up nice and post pictures on Instagram, and other people look up to you, like younger. I feel like it's like, some of you, it's like younger crowd that are like just coming up, and they're just trying to like find a way in life, and they just need somebody that to show them. And I feel like they look up to you because they really like the way you dress, the way you speak. Like, I feel like you send a lot of positive positive like body image. You probably do stuff like that, and like other people really look up to you, like younger kids that suffer from like, you know, where they feel insecure about their body. They can really relate to you. That's what I'm getting. Like people feel like you're real, so they can really relate to you in that sense. That's why they look up to you. Why do people look? Yeah. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Like I said, people could relate to you emotionally. Okay? Like emotionally, they can relate to you. Three of Wands. Yeah, practical, like work ethics, how you planning things. Why do people look up to my pal number? Oh, wow. 10 of Pentacles again. Yeah, it's like your work ethics, your family life, the way you're so, maybe you post pictures about your family, you post pictures about like, maybe you, I feel like some of you have pets, like little, like, you know, those little dogs that, those little dogs that don't grow. Like there's a lot of them, but like Pinscher, I don't know why I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. The Pinscher, those ones that are so cute that I feel like, you know, those people that maybe you're one of those people. My cousin used to have that dog, and she used to have like a little purse to bring it around. Like I feel like you do that, maybe some of you, but those dogs are so cute. But I'm getting a picture of that, like, and like you post pictures like that on the internet, and you post like pictures of like the way you treat your dog. You're like, you know, I feel like that dog is living like the best life with you. This is what I'm getting. And people look up to you because like they know that, like, let's say if you had a family, like, you know, kids or a husband or whatever, or a wife, then you will do the same thing. They're able to see those like traits that you have, and they really look up to you because they want to be just like that. They want to be positive. They want to be like, you know, supportive to their husband or to their wife. Like you give them something to like emulate in order to be the best version of themselves. You know, it's like a guide for them. Like you're like a guide basically. That's why they look up to you. Why do people look up to? Okay. So we have memories of love. This is the Six of Cups, and we have the this is the Nine of Swords, suffering in silence. So basically what I'm getting with this is that like you're able to, you see the Nine of Swords, I know suffering in silence, this is like, you know, nightmares, not being able to sleep at night, but I feel like you are open about that. You're open about like the stuff that you've been through, the things that you had to battles, like not what you're battling at in the moment, but what you had to overcome. And this is why people look up to you. Like I said, you've been through a lot of things in life. This is what I'm getting. You've been through some struggles. You've been through some things that when people look at you, they would never think that you've been through that. And this is the reason why they look up to you, because it's like you're able to overcome like those like struggles. And it's like for them, it's like you're giving them hope that there is a way out of their struggle. And this is the why they look up to you, because it's like if you were able to do it, then it's like for them, it's like I could do it too, because I have like a proof that somebody who's been through what I've been through made it out. Okay, so this is the reason why people look up to you, my pal number one. Okay, so this is all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. So my pal number two, you picked the citrine crystal. So this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous reading, okay? So my pal number two, starting from left to right, we have the Muse Tarot deck. Then we have the Crystal Tarot deck in the middle. And the far right is the Psychic Tarot. Okay? So why do people look up to you, my pile number 2? Why do people look up to you? Whoops. Why do people look up to my pile number 2? Why do people look up to my pile number 2? Oh, well, this. No, because that was the bottom of the deck. Okay. So this one should be here, because this was the bottom of the deck energy. Okay, guys. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the Fool, the World, the High Priestess. So what I'm getting here is that when this card came out, I heard your generosity. You have a generous spirit. You are very giving. You have a charitable heart. So people look up to your humanitarian. I feel like I don't have the star card here, which is Aquarius energy, but what I'm getting is like you give a lot of yourself to people, and like not just materially, but like you're there to listen to people. You help them on a grander scale, where I feel like maybe you do coaching services. I don't know, for some reason I'm getting that. Or like social worker, something to do with like service to people. We have the High Priestess here. This is Cancer energy. People admire and look up to your intuition, just the way that you know certain things about people. You could sense certain things about your environment, where like, let's say if somebody is upset or somebody's going through something, you're able to pick up on that energy and able to provide like a helping hand, a helping solution without being judgmental. Like, I don't feel like you're a judgmental person. You're very understanding and very like loving and caring, for like you care for people, and people look up to you because of that. They like your giving nature. They want to like people like to be in your presence. This is what I'm getting. Like, you have a soothing presence where it's fun to be around you, but it's also healing. You have a healing sense to you. I feel like you have like the World card. It's been coming out, so I feel like you have a large following, or people look up to you on like online. Like, I feel like you're gaining, or if you don't have a large following, you're gaining a large following. And also here, what people look up to is also your risk taking. You like to take risk. For some people it might feel like it's not calculated, but it is. Like, I feel like you take calculated risk, where people would like normally back out from like jumping in. Even after adversity, because we have the 4 of Cups, maybe you had some times in your life where things didn't go your way, but you always took a leap of faith for you, like towards your dreams, and people look up to you. Like, you're the type of person that people look up to when they want to follow their dreams. Like, somebody, even though you're not doing, like, let's say somebody's dream is to become like a professional dancer, that doesn't mean that that's what you're doing, but because you took the step to follow your dreams, you inspire other people to do the same. That's why they look up to you. Okay, you give them strength to go for what they really want to do in life, what they really believe. Why do people look up to my pile number 2, Spirit? Why do people look up to my pile number 2? Too many cards, and it's in reverse. Okay. Why do people Why do people look up to my pal number 2? Why do people... Okay. We have the 2 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting, like I said, emotionally, okay, you're soothing. You can definitely be a Cancer here because we have the Queen of Cups and we have the High Priestess. So like I said, you have like a really a motherly vibe to you, like where people feel like they could like put their guards down. They could be vulnerable with you without feeling judged, like a mother that listens to her child, and like where the child are able to be themselves around, where they know mommy's love is unconditional. This is why people look up to you, because like you make them feel like love, like a mother loves their child. That's why they like to be around you. And I feel like it's like on a big scale, like I said, like a soul. Maybe you could be, like I said, I'm getting wow, I'm really getting that you might be like a social worker or something, or might study for that, or you're like early child education, something like that. I really feel like, and then other people look up to you because it's like they see the charitable work that you do. Like I said, because at the beginning I said that you're very giving. I'm getting that you're a very giving person. You like to help people. You have like a humanitarian vibe to you, even though I don't have Aquarius here, but I'm getting that you have like a vibe where you want to help people on a big scale. That's what the world is here. Also, another thing that people look up to, like you know how to, like I feel like you fight for cause, like maybe you have like a non-profit that you're a part of. I'm getting that non-profit here. You know how to put things to rest. You know when to fight for something that you believe in. You fight for the right cause. I'm really, you see, I'm getting a rebel with a cause, and that's Bob Marley's song. And Bob Marley was an Aquarius. So this is what I'm saying, like a humanitarian vibe. You could be an Aquarius here, even though the Aquarius is not here, the card, but I'm getting that vibe. Like you stand up for the underdog, and this is why people look up to you. Yeah. We have the Magician. Why do people look up to my pal? Why do people look up to my pal number 2, Spirit? Why do people look up to my pal number 2? Why do people look up to my pal number 2? Why do people... Okay. So we have the Magician. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And we have the 7 of Swords. I'm getting here that why people look up to you is because you see the 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and 7 of Swords. I know people always say 7 of Swords is like lying and cheating, but also 7 of Swords is like thinking you have to be strategic in your approach, where you have to outsmart your opponent. Because the fox is like a sneaky animal, but he's still intelligent. He knows how to outsmart his opponent. This is the reason why he's kind of sneaky, because he watches his opponent to see, like, look for weaknesses in order to get like an advantage of him over him. Okay, but you could do that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing this for the bad reasons. There could be some people trying to like get one up you, but you play like dumb, like a fox, where you don't know what's going on, but really you're like 10 steps ahead of these people. Like I said, you know how to pick your battles, and you know how to think strategically on your feet. You know how to be 10 step ahead of like people that are trying to compete with you. Like you always know how to outsmart your opponent, and this is the reason why people look up to you. This is what I'm getting here. You know how to work well with people. This is another reason, like let's say if at work people love to work with you, like as a team. Like let's say if you do group projects at work where it involves you working with other people and putting in your share of like the project, people like to work with you because they know that you're going to do your part, even like you're going to supersede the expectation. And this is what I'm getting here. You have the ability to manifest, and you know how to bring like into life your desires. Because I'm getting like the high priestess, you have the intuition, and the magician, you have the skills and talent to bring it into fruition. And this is what I'm getting here. Like, I feel like, let's say if you post, like, let's say on Instagram or YouTube or wherever whatever platform that you have, people could tell that you're about your business, you're about like what you say you're gonna do. You are able to manifest your desires into like reality, because people, like the people that follow you, the people that look up to you, they see you actually bringing into existence what you say. Like, what you, let's say if you say, oh, I'm gonna get a car, like people watch you and they actually see you manifesting that car. With the magician, they see you manifesting what you say you're gonna do. And that's why they look up to you, because they like, wow, like this person is actually using their skills and talent, and actually is like using their power to manifest. And they look up to you for like the blueprint on how to do the same thing, basically. Not try to copy you, but I'm really getting like the blueprint, like, you know how to manifest. Maybe you talk about manifestation, or you, like, I feel like you also talk about spirituality, because we have the high priestess here. So the high priestess is somebody that's highly spiritual. And even if it's not highly spiritual, it could be somebody that's religious, that believes in God, somebody that prays, that's in touch with their higher self. Why do people look up to my pal number 2? Why do people look up to my pal number 2? So here we have the page of wand. We have the empress, the queen of swords, and the death card. Didn't I say, like, you know how to outsmart your opponent? The queen of swords is here. Like, the queen of swords, she knows how to outsmart her opponent. She knows how to be 10 steps ahead of her opponent. Okay, you could definitely be a Libra here, because we have the empress, the queen of swords, and that's Libra energy, or Taurus. We have the death here, so the death card, Scorpio energy. Why another reason why people look up to you is your power to transform yourself. You're like an alchemist as well, because the magician is here, and a phoenix. Okay, so you know how to, basically, you know how to transform yourself for the better. You know how to rebuild yourself for the better. You know how to use your skills and talent in order to make your life better, and also make the life of other people around you better, because we have the empress here, somebody who likes to take care of home, somebody who's a wife, like divine feminine, or you could be a male here, divine masculine, same thing, it doesn't matter. Gender here doesn't matter. Okay, like in tarot, gender is fluid. So basically, like, this is what I'm getting, because the empress is here as well. So your beauty, when I get the empress, every time I get the empress, is always beauty, because she's ruled by Venus. But beauty is not only outer, it's inner as well. And the empress is a beautiful person on the inside as well. And this is the reason why she's the empress. It emanates from the inside and it shines on the outside. It comes from inside, and people could see it shine on the outside. And this is why people look up to you. I feel like you're attractive here, but you also have a beautiful personality, a beautiful heart. Like, it's very, like, it's a pleasant energy to be around you. That's what I said. People like to work with you. They look up to you because, like, you're so, like, you know how some people, they think that because somebody's beautiful, they could be rude or like whatever, but you are not like that. Like, you don't let your beauty, the way you look, get to your head. Okay, you don't let that be a reason for you to treat people bad because you're beautiful or because you're handsome. You know, it doesn't, like, you're not shallow. I'm really getting that you're not shallow. And that's another reason why people look up to you, because, like, they could have a conversation with you because you're very intelligent, you're articulate, but you're also loving and giving. Like, you're the empress. You have all the queens inside of you. You're able to run a home. You're able to make money. You're a passionate lover. You're, whether male or female, you're passionate, also transformative, sensual. I'm getting with the Scorpio energy. You're very sensual. Okay, not sexual, but sensual. I'm really getting that. You have a good balance of, like, feminine and masculine energy, whether male or female here, because you have, like, the mind. You're able to, like, have conversation, but you have the heart where you're able to relate to people on a deeper level. It's not like just mental. You're able to have compassion for people, for their suffering. You're not like just cold and all about logic and like facts. You're well balanced. This is what I'm getting, and people look up to you because like it's something to aspire to be. You're like, I feel like you're like a role model for a lot of people as well. Why do people look up to my pal number two? Why do people look up to my pal number two? Wow, Emperor. Didn't I say for this is authority card. You have a good balance of male and female energy. You're able to oh my god, guys. Hope. This is Aquarius energy, what I've been saying the whole time. You're like, you do bring people hope, okay? Like they really could be vulnerable with you. And your power of communication. Then I say the way you like you talk, you're able to have like good, really like amazing conversation with people. Is like you have everything going on for yourself. Like you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're smart, like you have like a great leader, you have leadership skills, but you're like a loving leader and you bring hope to people. This is why they look up to you. Humanitarian vibe, like I kept on saying, I kept on getting that vibe, and it confirmed, it came out. The hope card, this is a star. Throat chakra, your communication skills. People look up to the way you communicate. Like I said, you know how to pick your battles. You know how to outsmart your opponent. You know what to say to be able to like make things happen for yourself. Like you're able to speak things into existence for yourself in a positive way. You don't like try to like use people in order to get what you want. You're able to like use the element like an alchemist in order to manifest what you desire into the real world. Okay, like, and this is why people look up to you. They could see that, they could see that your power, and that how you want to help people on a global scale. World card, very like humanitarian vibe here, pile number two. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number two. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number two. Bye. Hi, pal three. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. So pile number three, you picked the aquamarine crystal. So this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous piles or previous readings, okay? So my pile number three, starting from left to right, we have the Muse Tarot deck. The one in the middle is the Crystal Tarot deck. And the one on the far right is the Psychic Tarot. Okay, so why do people look up to you, my pile number three? Why do people look up to you? Why do people look up to you, my pile number three? Let's get started. Okay, my pile number three. Sorry, I had to give my son some chips, or else he would take the whole bag and finish the whole bag of chips by himself. So why do people look up to you, my pal number three? Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. So people look up to your life, like the way you like your family life, okay? I feel like you're single because we have the 9 of Pentacles. I know the 10 of Pentacles is here, but I feel like you share a lot about your life with your family, like your mom, your dad, your brother, sister. I feel like you share a lot of that like not information, but like pictures on the internet, like things that you guys do in a family, as a family, and people look up to you on how like you care about your family, how you care about your mom, how you care about your dad, how you're so close to them, how it's like it's such a loving experience to see you, how you interact with your siblings. It's like you guys, like people could tell that you and your siblings and your family have like a healthy relationship, and people look up to you for that part, because like we have the Queen of Cups here. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. I'm really getting like you have like a loving nature to you. Like you're very sweet, very caring. Like you're very like I'm really getting family oriented. Like where you protect your family, you're really on point, on guard for your family. We have the Four of Wands. Sorry, this is the twin flame card, but this is also family, because if you know the traditional Rider Waite deck, it's like, you know, two people in the middle and they're celebrating, but it's also family. It doesn't always have to be like twin flame. It could be like just family celebrating in family, and people look up to you because of that. The way you embrace your family, the way you're so cultural, like you love your culture. So other people that are from the same culture as you, like let's say if you're whatever country that you're from, people look up to you on how like you embrace your culture, how you're so close to your family. It's like, you know, like the love that you have for your family is genuine, it's real. It's not just for Instagram, it's not just for pictures, just for likes. It's really real, the way you interact with your family, and people could actually see that. And this is why they look up to you, because they aspire to be the same, to do the same, to be just like that, to have a loving relationship with their family. We have the Five of Pentacles here. I feel like you also, at a period of your life, you went through some hardship, financial hardship, and you were able to come out on top. See, Four of Cups. Yeah, like things, hardship in your life that you've been through, you were able to like overcome those hardship. Why do people look up to my pal number 3, Spirit? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Like the way you overcame adversity. Yes, you see the Devil came out in reverse. You probably overcame some addiction because the Devil's in reverse. Some toxic things. Like maybe I'm getting, maybe you were overweight, and it was like unhealthy overweight where like your health was really affected. Why do people look up to my pal number 3? So we have the Four of Cups, the Devil in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, like you're the way you're so loving and you're so giving, and like also like how you overcame some obstacles, but like some demons that you had to fight, like some like horrible things that you had to go through, that you had to overcome. And it's not like demons that because you're a bad person, but I feel like demons where people have inflicted pain to you, some harsh pain to you, and you had to find a way to overcome, like maybe like the way you were dealing with those like those trauma was unhealthy before, and you overcame those traumas, but in a healthy way. You're able to not only overcome those traumas, but overcome the addiction that you picked up in order to cope with the trauma. And people look up to you for being brave, for being honest, for like speaking up about it, for not being afraid of like what people will say about you because of like what you've been through. You don't let that define you. And this is the reason why people look up to you. You don't let your past or whatever you've been through define you as a person. You know that you're a good person. You know that you're valuable, and people like embrace you for that. They look up to you for that. Like you give those people like that will look up to you like a hope to know that there is a chance for them to come out of the situation. I'm really getting this because the the devil is here in reverse. So you overcame those things. You over, like, it doesn't have to be drugs. It could be like negative self-talk. It could be like anything that's addictive to you that you were doing compulsively without like thinking, that was not really healthy for you, because you were trying to escape from like the pain that you were going through. So people look up to you because it's like you talk about it. I feel like you vlog about it. So because you vlog about it, like this is like some documentation where people could look back on and use that information. Like where what you share is very informative. Like I feel like the information that you share, your experience, your what you've been through that you shared actually helps other people. Like you actually save people's lives without knowing it, because though some people, they're not gonna tell you that you probably, like, they listen to what you've been through and you were the reason why they probably didn't, cut themselves, or didn't like smoke that whatever drug, because of what you've been through, and you're able to share that with people, and this is why they look up to you. They look up to, like, your honesty. And I really getting, like, the Six of Pentacles is charitable work to me. So I feel like you give back. Like I'm getting AA meetings. Maybe you're like a guest speaker at AA meetings, or any type of meeting where you go there to help people that need to overcome an addiction. It doesn't have to be AA meeting. So we have the Knight of Cups. So you're like your loving nature. Also, what I'm getting is like the Knight of Cups is like the fact that you're still like a sweetheart. I'm really getting like a sweetheart. Why do people look up to my pal? Why do people look up to my pal number 3, Spirit? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Wow. Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Okay. So we have the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, the Empress, and the 6 of Swords. Is the fact that you're still beautiful on the inside and out, because the Empress to me is somebody that's beautiful on the inside and out. Okay, your wish fulfillment. Okay, for people, they look up to you because like how you overcame so many obstacles, and how you're still beautiful on the inside. You never let that break you. You never let that turn you into somebody bitter. You're not a bitter person. You don't let like your past define you, what you've been through define you. You use that as like motivation to become better. And the queen, like the Empress here, is somebody who's been through a lot in life, that's been through everything, that's been through like abuse, that's been through like trials and tribulation. Like she's been through a lot of things. Like it doesn't have to be like abuse by another person, but self-abuse, like substance abuse, like anything that abuse doesn't always have to be someone else doing it to you. You could be abusing yourself. So the Empress, she's been through a lot, and she was able to overcome these things, and she was able to come out like a beautiful rose instead of becoming like a thorn bush, a thorn bush. She became like a beautiful person. And this is exactly what it is with you. You became a beautiful person no matter what happened to you in life. You did not let those struggles and those challenges change you. You did not let that break you. That you let that make you a stronger person. And people look up to you because it's like you're like a dream come true, like somebody that like is living proof of it could be done. That if you put yourself, like you really believe in yourself, and you like don't let whatever is happening to you define you, and become like the best version of yourself, you are the example of that. And this is the reason why people look up to you, how you were able to overcome things and move to calmer waters and become the Empress. Like it's like a dream come true, like somebody that overcame like these horrible addiction or horrible situation, toxic relationship, because the devil could represent toxic relationship, could represent addiction, gambling, anything that's toxic. Okay, Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? We have the Queen of Cups again. Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Wow, the Emperor. So we have the High Priest, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Emperor here. So you're a leader. And because of what you've been through, you're able to gain a lot of knowledge. And now you're able to lead people the same way. You're a wise leader, a wise counselor. I feel like you already provide those type of help to people. And this is the reason why, like in your community, I feel like in your community, you're respected. People respect you. They look up to you because of that. Like the respect that you gain, the respect that you have, you earned it. It's not like you're not going around being a tyrant to people to be like, oh, look what I've been through and look how, like what I did. I was able to do this, and or because I did this, you should be able to do this. Like, or like you don't like going around try to belittle people because of what you've been through and you feel like you're above everybody because you overcame it. You use your experience to help others so that way because you know what it felt like to be at the bottom. You know what it felt like to be in the devil energy, and it was toxic, it was negative, and you didn't like that. So you don't want other people to feel like that. You don't ever want somebody else to feel the way you felt. So that's why you're using your experience in order to be a light for other people. You're using your knowledge to spread it in a loving way, because we have the Queen of Cups here. The way you share your knowledge is very loving, very giving. You don't ask for anything in return. And this is why the people look up to you. You're well respected and well loved by the people in your community. The people that look up to you, they really like admire you as well. Not just like because of like really what you've been through and how you're still a beautiful person. Because what I feel like what you've been through, like what you had to overcome, I feel like other people, like if it was another person, they would be bitter or they would still be in the devil energy, because I feel like what you overcame was really hard, and you build yourself up, like, and you came out as a beautiful person, and not only beautiful on the outside, is like on the inside, and you have like a strong foundation, a strong like sense of self. Like I said, you don't let this define you. You know for a fact that it's like what you've been through was just like a test. And now you're able to use what you've learned to help other people. And this is why people look up to you. They want to be like you. They want to help too. They want to be a light for other people. That's why they look up to you, because they want to be just like that. They want to help in the same way that you help. They want to use their experience, what they've been through, to help other people, so that way they don't have to suffer alone. You don't like to see other people suffer. And this is why you do what you do. You like to bring other perspective, a fresh perspective, a different way of doing things, not being stuck in the same routine. Yeah, you're able to manifest things into existence. Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Okay. So we have the Hangman here, the Magician, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. You're able to bring a fresher perspective to people. And this is why they look up to you, because you make them look at life on a different angle, from a different perspective, and not like be so rigid in their thinking in order to manifest their life that they want. You make them believe, like, be less judgmental. I'm really getting that vibe that you don't judge people, and you're helping other people not be so judgmental, not to base people on how they look, because like what you've been through, you don't look like what you've been through. So when you share your experience with other people, it makes them understand, like look at things from a different perspective, where it's like, don't ever judge a book by its cover. Just because like you think somebody looks good, that they've never been through some struggle. You don't know what they had to fight, what demons they had to fight in order to be in the position that they are today. And you use your platform to help other people, to like spread that knowledge, to help people look at things from like a different angle, to not always be like so narrow minded. You like to teach about like manifestation. You like to plan things ahead, and this is why people look up to you, because you're very organized here. I'm really getting somebody that's organized, somebody that has strong will. Like I really feel like you know how to exercise your will on the universe. Like you know how to ask for what you want and actually go for it. You know how to balance things out. I feel like you know how to balance your life out, and you're able to teach other people how to do the same. Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal number 3? Why do people look up to my pal? Okay, so we have the throat chakra. Wow, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Not the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. So we have the throat chakra, so your communication skills. We have the 8 of Wands, so positive movement forward. Yeah, you're able to make things happen. You move forward with your life, and you don't let nothing hold you back. You don't let your past hold you wow. You don't let your past hold you back. So we have spiritual union. Mercury is almost done retrograding, so I'm gonna be able to talk better next week. So we have the spiritual union. So you're able to actually, like, spiritual union doesn't always have to be a union between 2 people. It could be also the union between your male and female energy within yourself. So what I'm getting here is that people look up to you because of the way that you're able to be soft at the same time, because we have the Queen of Cups twice. Soft but strong, like a leader, a strong leader but with a soft heart. That's what I'm getting. And people look up to you because of that, because you're not a tyrant. I'm not getting somebody who's a tyrant or a bully or overbearing. This is why people look up to you. They can listen to you about like what you've been through and like your experience, because they know what you like. They know that you know what you're talking about, and they don't feel judged when you talk about it. You don't like your tone when you explain things, or how you express like the things that you've been through. You do it in a soft way, in a beautiful way, where people could relate to you and not feel ashamed of being in that same position. Like you don't make them feel like, oh, because you did it, they should have done it by now, like what's wrong with them. Like you don't make them feel like that. You make them feel like there is hope, that like they're not alone, that there is always like a way out, and that they could do it. Like you encourage people, and this is why they look up to you. This is why they listen to you. This is why they love like your content. If you create content here, this is why the people love your content, because it makes them feel good. It gives them like a hope for them to actually come out of like that toxic situation that they might find themselves in. I'm really feeling like a healer vibe here. A healer. That's what I'm getting. Somebody who likes to heal people with their experience. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.